Stay tuned for my invigorating two-step plan for how to go from seeds to this mess. Hong Yu, and welcome to Friar Forge. Garden Lasagna Day 6 of 1. No really. I'm calling this one a hill of a good time, prequel to the sequel to the sequel. First and foremost, this is not a paid endorsement. We all know what the Jiffy Greenhouse kit is. I save these because I write the stuff down on them. Get yourself a pitcher of warm water. There's a little packet in there. Dump the packet in, stir it up. Pour your warm water in until these bad boys get to about this big. For my visual learners, it's about like that. And then you just put the lid on and let it sit for a little while and let it just like steam and cool off, but stay warm basically. And later on I'm going to take and rough these up, and I'll fill out what things I put in each spot, and then I'll set it off out of the way, and I'll be sure to share that with you. Kiddo. Want to join? Peach. Come here. Let's see if we can get her to join us. Over here. Up. Up. Good girl. You the star of the show? Yeah. Eat. Yeah. Good girl. Got to get a better writing utensil.
right there on the other side. No, I Alright, look at her go. So fucking tired of it. Oh. I had to do that right there. Oh my god, they trying to pull me forward. They not know to that. They spending so much.
We're gonna work on this project together. I'm gonna try and figure out how to do it with one hand.
How can you do a step back from reaching the ball, bro? It's unbelievable. This shit is sick, man. Let me do second here.
I'm scared. Yeah. So past Friar planted these seeds indoors so they would, do the thing. Long story short, that's been a few weeks. And this is corn and I've actually forgotten what else this is. It's definitely corn. There's corn in here. And I think pole beans. But somewhere or another is one of these. And I cannot for the life of me find that. So, the video today is me weeding this down. Weeding is the wrong word. Pinching off the stuff that I'm not going to need so it doesn't outcompete its friend. And then I get to go prepare the garden bed outside. Okay, so on closer inspection, about a third of this is moldy. So basically this section of the tray, I just kind of gotta get rid of. And this section over here, that's how pole beans act. This is how pole beans act. So I'm pretty confident that these are pole greens. So I just have to just remove the parts of this that are kind of rotted. My fault. I definitely forgot these things existed. So at the moment, I don't really feel like getting up. So I'm just gonna use this bag here and pull out all of the rotted bits and chuck it in here, and I'll throw it in my compost bin a little bit later. Thanks to both of us, I'm gonna fast forward through this part. As you can see, I'm just kind of pulling in or pulling out anything that's kind of gross, basically. A good way to avoid this is to put these somewhere where they don't get covered up, and maybe set yourself a post-it note or a reminder to check on them sooner than 3 weeks. I went and looked. I put these in here 3 weeks ago. So yeah, that's a thing we know now. You probably already knew that. It's a thing I learned. It's a thing I know now. I think at this point I'm going to leave this uncovered. I can't think of a reason why I would need to cover this back up now. I should probably prune these down a little bit just to reduce competition. So when you plant these, you put 2 or 3 seeds in each one, and since I have the room, I'm just gonna pick these boys up, and whichever guy looks, or girl, whichever one looks like it's doing better, I'm gonna pick off the worst one and pitch it. I'm gonna hope that in this process I don't kill off the the more viable plant, but here we are. Now, as you can see, some of these I'm just pinching them off because it's just kind of rotted, and I don't want the plant to waste its time and energy in trying to repair something that just can't be. So just kind of start over on some of them. If I find one that's, you know, where both of the vines in it are very sturdy and healthy, I might move it over to another one. Now, just out of frame is another one of these, but that one is definitely my sweet tomatoes and whatnot that I'm pretty sure absolutely didn't make it. I suspect very strongly I will be making a trip to the hardware store and getting some things that I can put in the ground for the next hugel bed this video. So we're gonna fast forward. We're gonna just pause this here, and I'm gonna fast forward to me having this taken care of and maybe also having some actual crops to put in the ground. Now, I could make excuses for how and why this got to this point. But what it comes down to is I just didn't have capacity to pay attention to this. I do have the ADHD, and I have some pretty effective systems in place for most things in life, but for special projects, I often let those go further down the radar when I am dealing with, you know, life stuff. So as you can see, my tomatoes and whatnot are doing about as well as my corn and beans. So it's looking like I'm gonna have way less corn, beans, and maybe sunflowers than expected. But I still think that this is an amount of tomatoes and peppers that is gonna be pretty okay for me. Thank you for accepting my invitation to join me in these moments. Hairong Shin. Like, comment, and subscribe.